Good morning, welcome to a special video discussion from NYNJPA Weather on a developing severe weather event that I think warrants a video because I'm a bit concerned about the potential for not only heavy downpours, frequent lightning, hail, and also very strong wind gusts, but yes, even tornadoes. So let's go over this very carefully and let me explain why I'm a bit concerned. First of all, here is the SPC, the Severe Prediction Center's focus of severe weather for today. We are in a moderate category for much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas, and a slight category around Cape May, New Jersey, and out over Long Island and southeastern and eastern Connecticut. The focus for severe weather for this afternoon and evening appears to be basically from the central Hudson River Valley down through the Mohawk River Valley and then off to the southwest through much of the Delaware River Valley. Taking a look at the latest observations, this is very important. We have winds from the south and from primarily the southeast at anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour, some locations around 5 miles per hour. Notice the dew points are in the mid 60s to lower 70s. We have a very humid air mass in place. But again, notice these winds at the surface from the southeast. You might be wondering, why is this important? I'm going to show you why in just a moment, because you're going to be rather surprised by what's developing over the atmosphere over the region. So here we are, we have winds from the southeast, it's very humid, it's cloudy, we have already a few showers and thunderstorms developing over central New Jersey. As we take a look at the radar, you can see some of these thunderstorms already starting to develop over central New Jersey, lifting to the northeast. They're not severe, but they are capable of producing very heavy downpours, occasional lightning, plenty of thunder, and I haven't heard any reports of hail, but some of the thunderstorms Doppler observed have been shown to produce small hail. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But again, these thunderstorms so far are not severe. But it does tell you how much lifting is going on in the atmosphere, in that we're already seeing thunderstorms developing this morning. Here is our main line of showers and thunderstorms with the cold front moving through, already entering western Pennsylvania and western New York. This line of thunderstorms will intensify through the day, and that is what's going to bring us severe weather for this evening. Now, what I'm going to show you is the SKU-T. Okay, this is basically a overview of the atmosphere as of this morning, as let's say about 8 a.m. Okay, now what's happening here? We have winds from the southeast at the surface, winds from the south at the mid levels of the atmosphere, the southwest over the mid to upper portion of the atmosphere, and from the west and southwest in the upper portion of the atmosphere. Why is this important? Well, these winds are clockwise, okay, and that means that you can develop a circulation from the surface up to the upper portions of the atmosphere. And that, when you couple that with thunderstorms and lifting and instability, can lead to isolated tornadoes. And also notice the winds also are starting to intensify and get stronger. Right now over central New Jersey, they range anywhere from about 10 to 40 knots. Not that bad. But to the west, over portions of central Pennsylvania, as this upper level trough approaches, those winds intensify to 50 to 60 knots, and then 70 knots. And when you start to see strong vertical shear, where winds are changing in direction in a clockwise rotation, and you're also seeing increasing speed shear, difference from the surface winds to the upper level winds, what you end up with is the potential for thunderstorms that not only are capable of very strong downburst wind gusts easily exceeding 60 miles per hour, but also thunderstorms capable of an isolated tornado or two because of this vertical wind shear. Now, here's something interesting. By the time the thunderstorms move through this evening, the models are all showing, and this is pretty much in agreement with the NAM, with the RUC, with the Rapid Model Guidance, called the RAP, the GFS, whatever you'd like to choose, all of them show unilateral winds from the same direction, should I say, all from the southwest. Now, what is this telling me? This tells me two things. Thunderstorms out ahead of this line of strong to severe thunderstorms that it's currently approaching and moving into western Pennsylvania. Thunderstorms ahead of that line will feature very strong vertical shear and will be capable of producing an isolated tornado. the thunderstorms along this line are going to have uniform winds from the same direction. So what that basically means is that the thunderstorms with this line will feature more of bow echoing and more straight line wind gusts and downburst wind gusts rather than tornado potential. Thunderstorms ahead of this line will feature not only downburst wind potential, straight line winds, but also the potential for an isolated tornado to develop in some of these severe thunderstorms. Isolated threat, but still clearly present. When we take a look at the water vapor satellite picture, you can see this very impressively. This disturbance means business. This is a very impressive upper level disturbance for this time of year. Very strong lifting going on. You could tell that because not so much the thunderstorms ahead of the cold front, but notice the dry air. Notice the sinking air associated. If you're having strong sinking motion behind this cold front, that means there's going to be strong lifting ahead of the cold front. And we're going to see it really exemplify and really stand out once the atmosphere becomes more unstable this afternoon. So as this cold front approaches, the thunderstorms will start to pop up. They're already starting to pop up over central New Jersey. They will continue to do so through the day. Those thunderstorms, although isolated in nature, will be capable of reaching those severe levels that could support a isolated tornado. Also, notice how cold and dry this air is. Because the air is so cold in the upper levels with this cold front, what we'll see, should I say, are thunderstorms capable of frequent lightning, very heavy downpours. Look for downpours capable of producing rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches or more, which would of course lead to flash flooding. And of course, very strong wind gusts. But also keep in mind that there will be a threat for large hail with this line of thunderstorms and the thunderstorms that develop ahead of the line. So we're dealing with a rather complicated and rapidly changing situation here, an environment that will produce the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, not only for this evening, but through this afternoon and into the morning hours as well. So we're dealing with a severe event that's basically starting now. Anytime between now at 9 a.m. on through the day today into the evening hours until this cold front moves through, you will be at risk for strong to severe thunderstorms. And those thunderstorms will be capable, again, of, I'm just going to drill this in, frequent lightning, very heavy downpours, wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, an isolated tornado, and of course large hail. So let's just go over the model guidance really fast with the NAM model guidance. For this morning, you can see that the model guidance is already lagging behind a little bit, quite frankly, where we're already starting to see thunderstorms, and the NAM model guidance really doesn't have any type of development over central New Jersey. That's why when newscasts use Futurecast, really you can't really trust it. It's a model guidance. It's the NAM model guidance, and as you can see, it didn't pick up those thunderstorms over central New Jersey this morning. But you can see the overall progression here. We're going to see the potential for these thunderstorms to develop ahead of this line. These are the thunderstorms I'm actually more concerned about, because these thunderstorms are going to be the ones capable of producing an isolated tornado. And I wouldn't trust the location of these thunderstorms. Just know that the potential will be present for these thunderstorms to move through. Also notice the wind gusts here are going to be increasing from the south, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts over 20 miles per hour as this cold front approaches, as the air is being drawn in towards the line of thunderstorms approaching. By this evening, I'm thinking 5 p.m. over eastern Pennsylvania, continuing on through 11 p.m. this evening over eastern Long Island and eastern Connecticut. A solid line of strong to severe thunderstorms will move through. Now, if the thunderstorms are more severe over portions of, let's say, the Capital District of Albany and around the Mohawk River Valley, the thunderstorms over the northern Mid-Atlantic will be weaker. Still dangerous, but weaker because there's subsidence from these thunderstorms here. Which makes sense because your strongest lifting is going to be focused more towards the Mohawk River Valley and more towards the central and northern Hudson Valley into New England. But still, the thunderstorms over the northern Mid-Atlantic will be capable of very dangerous wind gusts and very dangerous situation here for this evening. So if you have any plans for this evening, I would stay indoors with these thunderstorms. They will move through and produce very heavy downpours at the very least, reducing visibility significantly. The good news is that once this cold front moves through, we're done. And I mean done for the rest of the week, with high pressure in control and a much cooler, much more comfortable air mass building in with temperatures tomorrow afternoon only in the mid 70s with very low humidity. So, yes, the first half of this weekend is not going to be very pleasant, but hey, the second half, when everyone's getting ready for NFL football, will be absolutely beautiful. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen D. Martino. I'll have the latest on this severe threat, and we'll cover this severe threat via Twitter and also with premium discussions and premium coverage for all my premium members. If you have questions, well, of course, drop a line and let me know. That's part of being a premium member. And I'll have the coverage throughout the afternoon and evening on this developing event. Of course, have an excellent morning and stay safe out there.